Tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions versus Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong. So
here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And I'll bet right now there's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Flush to his right. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches. At the Lions 16.
To throw again is Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 3-yard line.
From the 3, second and a yard. To throw is RG3. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. His throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got me inside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First down. The left side completion to Jones.
Lions pass.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. To throw is Ryan. Flushed out right. Coleman has it here right side. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Separating from the gun, Ryan. That is caught at the center.
Ryan's pass complete to Calvin Ridley.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Throwing again, Griffin. The quick slant caught. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
A 10-yard pickup. It's second and goal.
From the gun, it's Griffin. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
There's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives. Impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So out now come the Lions. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That good for 22 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And at the 40-yard line.
On first down, gone. They'll find Swift out in the backfield. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 25.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He rifles one. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 27. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, Ryan. A slant to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Ryan. He'll find Jones again, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Atlanta.
Throwing again, Ryan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they were.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down.
2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Ryan rolling to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. Well, the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to... Yeah. He finds Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run with Snell.